The Garden of Eden was a sight to behold. Flowers bloomed in every color imaginable. Crystal clear rivers flowed through the lush landscape. The air was sweet with the scent of 1,000,000 blossoms.
We live in this paradise free from worry and pain.
God had given them dominion over all the creatures of the earth. He had only one rule: do not eat the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. This tree, with its glistening, tempting apples, stood in the very center of the garden. It was a symbol of God's trust in his creations. He had given Adam and Eve free will, but would they use it wisely? One day, Eve was walking near the tree of knowledge. She was captivated by its beauty, drawn to its forbidden fruit. Suddenly, she heard a voice. It was the serpent, a cunning and deceitful creature.
Did God really say you couldn't eat from any tree?
We are allowed to eat from all the trees except that one.
She pointed to the tree of knowledge. The serpent chuckled, a sly, insinuating sound.
God is keeping something from you. He knows that if you eat the fruit, your eyes will be opened. You will be like God, knowing good from evil.
Doubt crept into Eve's heart. She looked at the apple, no longer forbidden, but promising. The apple glistened, a tempting jewel amidst the leaves. Eve reached out, her fingers brushing against its smooth skin. The scent of the apple filled her senses, sweet and intoxicating. Eve took a bite. The taste was unlike anything she had ever experienced. It was a burst of flavor, a symphony of sweetness, but with an underlying bitterness. As she swallowed, a strange feeling washed over her. It was as if a veil had been lifted from her eyes. She suddenly became aware of her nakedness, a feeling of vulnerability she had never known before. Fear, cold and sharp, pierced through the wonder. What had she done? Eve looked across the garden and saw Adam. She called to him, her voice trembling.
Adam,
Adam walked over, his brow furrowed in concern. He'd never seen Eve like this.
I have eaten from the tree.
Adam's eyes widened in horror. He looked from Eve to the half-eaten apple in her hand. He understood. The consequences of their actions crashed over them like a tidal wave. Shame burned in their hearts. They had disobeyed God. They had broken the one rule he had given them. Desperately, they tried to cover themselves with leaves, their innocence lost forever. They knew with a terrible certainty that paradise was lost.